Okay, so chocolate mousse. It sounds fancy, it looks fancy, and it kind of is fancy, but the good news is that it's not as complicated as you might think. When you actually understand what's going on inside the recipe and what works well and why, it stops being intimidating and starts being something really enjoyable in the kitchen, and it's really satisfying and it's delicious, so let's get into it. First thing, your coconut cream needs to have spent the night in the fridge. Both cans upright, overnight minimum. And here's why. Full fat coconut cream is naturally quite rich, sitting at around 24% fat content. When it chills, the fat and the water physically separate. The fat rises to the top as this thick, almost solid layer, and that is what we want. That fat layer is our whipping cream substitute. Open the cans carefully and don't shake them. Then scoop just the thick cream into a cold bowl. Leave the coconut water behind. You can save it for a smoothie, but it's not going into the mousse. Make sure your bowl is chilled as well. Fat whips better when it's cold because it holds its structure as you force air through it. If your kitchen is warm, pop the bowl in the freezer for 10 minutes first. Now, whip it to soft peaks. You want it to hold a gentle shape but still have a little movement to it. If you over whip, the fat can split and turn grainy, and there's no coming back from that. Now, for the chocolate. We're using 70% dark chocolate, which is naturally dairy-free. Just double check your brand. Chop it small so it melts evenly. I use buttons to not have to chop anything. Then slowly melt it in a microwave with 20 to 30 second intervals, or you can melt it over bain-marie for more secure and even melt. Be careful though, as chocolate scorches easily, and since chocolate is one of those situations where there's genuinely no fix. Keep the heat gentle if using bain-marie, stir occasionally and let it melt on its own terms. Once it's fully melted and glossy, stir in your warm oat milk, icing sugar, vanilla, and a pinch of salt. The oat milk needs to be warm. Adding cold liquid to hot chocolate can cause it to seize up and go grainy. The salt isn't optional, by the way. Salt amplifies chocolate flavor in a way that's genuinely hard to explain until you've tasted it side by side. Just don't skip it. Now, let the chocolate mixture cool down to about 35 degrees Celsius before you touch the mousse. If it's too hot, it will melt your whipped cream on contact. You can use a thermometer or just test it on your wrist. It should feel warm but comfortable, like a bath water. Okay, this is the moment where people either nail it or lose all the beautiful air they just whipped in. We're going to temper the chocolate first, which just means we're bringing its temperature closer to the coconut creams by mixing a small amount of cream first. Take about a third of your whipped coconut cream and stir it into the chocolate. Don't be precious about it. This first addition is just a buffer. Then fold in the rest in 2 additions using a wide spatula and gentle J strokes. Down, under, up and over. You're not stirring, you're folding. Work with some intention here. The mixture will start to firm up as the chocolate cools, so you don't have unlimited time. Once it looks combined and silky, stop, as overworking it deflates the mousse. Use the mousse immediately after folding. This is intentional because we want to get it into whatever vessel or mold it's going into while it's still pliable and can be shaped. As the cacao butter in the chocolate crystallizes around all those air bubbles we've trapped, the mousse will firm up and hold its structure. That's actually the science working in our favor. You might wonder why I am using coconut cream mousse in this recipe instead of something like Aquafaba based, because it's the most common and go-to recipe. And to be honest, there's 2 reasons for that. So one reason being flavor, because I am making a tropical chocolate mousse with mango insert and coconut aquas. So coconut flavor and this coconut undertone in this chocolate mousse, even though it's slight, it actually makes a difference and it gives a nice little complement. And the second reason is because of the structure. So because coconut cream has way more fat than Aquafaba, it stays firmer and it helps better with the shaped desserts. Aquafaba mousse is really nice and airy and delicate, but because it is delicate, it's not as stable. And it does not hold as well in a structured dessert when you want molding and freezing and unfreezing and you want to work with the dessert after that. So Aquafaba is a bit tricky and it might let you down. It's not as stable in every condition, whereas coconut base is way more stable because of the fat content, and it whips better and it gives you a nicer stable structure when freezing and unfreezing. It is richer, it's more stable, and it gives you a closer result to a traditional chocolate mousse or a mousse texture as well. Once it's chilled, you will have mousse that's so silky, deeply chocolatey, and firm enough to hold its shape. No need for dairy, eggs, or compromise on texture. I will see you in the next one. Bye!